Ochite, people, welcome back to Flashlight Unity. I'm Karol J, and I have another video for you today, and today's video is called A Tale of Two Worlds, and let's get into it. Ochite people, how y'all doing? Welcome back to Flashlight Unity. This is Karol J. I have another video. This video, as I said in the first shot, is a tale of two worlds, and I'm out and about, and I like to do my videos out and about because I get so much inspiration, and when I get inspiration, then I just turn on the recorder. And so here I am. This video is called A Tale of Two Worlds. If you look at this image, just look at what you see here. You know, we all have heard of that tale of two worlds, two stories, you know, two events. That's exactly what this is. If you look on the left hand side, look what you see behind the image, the figure in the middle. Look what you see behind her. You see greenery. You know, greenery represents rich soil. You know, it's riches, you know. The rich soil, the sun look like it's out, which is nice. You know, that's energy. Energy is coming to the land. You know, it's just a rich, peaceful. It looks tranquil. It looks peaceful. You know, and this may be what some of you feel like you live in now. This is the world that you think, you know, or you feel like that you live in now, which is nice, right? This is what we all, you know, like. This is what we desire. We want our soil to be fertile. We like the greenery, you know, the greenery there. We like the sun, you know, so we like all of this, and it looks peaceful and it looks serene. This is all what we all like, you know. But take a look on the right hand side of this image. What do you see? I know I see smoke. I see flames. I see smut. Smut, is that what it is when ashes? I see ashes. I see smut. You can't even see. There's no visibility. There's definitely no greenery, and if it was, it's all burnt up. You know, air quality is not good. You can't even see through the smoke. You know, it's just the total opposite of what's on the left hand side as far as the peace side and the war side. And I made this video like this to let you know that just as fast as you're living in the world, or just as comfortable as you're living in a world of peace right now, tomorrow could be your other world. And I'm telling you this because there is an impending destruction event that is looming over the United States, and it's going to be something like we never seen before. It's going to make COVID look like child's play, you know. So if you struggled during COVID, then I don't really know how you're going to make it during this next event, because it's going to make COVID look like child play. Guys, it's time that we wake up. Once again, this is the Critical Thinking Jolt, where we shake your mind of freedom, the CTJ. It's time to start thinking critical. No longer can you hide your head in the sand and put your head in the hole and say, oh, well, I'm just not going to pay attention to that. Yeah, that may have worked over the years, you know, for people to just say, oh, well, I'm not going to pay attention, I'm not going to get involved. Well, guess what? The government's going to put you involved no matter what. Your surroundings is going to change. You're going to go from peace and you're going to go to war. So whether you want to get involved or not, your surroundings are going to change. And I'm trying to send out this message to give you a warning, to give you a wake-up call for the American people to start thinking critically. Because right now, when it's still at peace, when there's still greenery, when the land is still rich and fertile, this is our power. This is where we have the power. This is what empowers us now. This is where we have the power if we come together and unite in numbers. I'll say it again, guys. There's over 300 million people in the United States. That's a large number. Imagine that many people coming together on one accord. The one accord being that we want a country that is green and fertile and full of rich soil. We want a country whose laws represent the masses and not just the selected few. We want a country that represents government, the governing bodies that support the people, that is there for the people, that serve the people, not governing bodies that do whatever they want and pretend like they care about the people, pretend like they're making laws for the people, when all the while all they're doing is distracting. They're distracting, they're deceiving, they're manipulating. There is a hypnotic trance over the people right now, and this is why they're able to do this. This is exactly why they're able to do. They know the American people are sleeping because they put them to sleep. They put them to sleep. Everything that they do is devised and calculated. You know, it's time that the American people start devising some calculations of their own. I mean, if we don't get together and come up and start devising stuff, making plans, asking questions, you know, getting up in their face, demanding answers, then we're going to be in the world too, in the opposite world, which is the world on the right here is in this image. We're going to be in that world. Well, guess what? There's not much power in that world because it's going to be a lot of despair. It's going to be, everything's going to be desolate. There's not going to be anything. All the things now that make you feel empowered, where you feel like, okay, I got some power, I got some fight in me, you know, I can do some things. That's going to be gone. When in that state, in that climate, in that environment, nobody feels power in that environment other than the ones who impose that environment on you. And then guess what the powers to be? Guess what they're going to be? The ones who impose this environment on you, guess what they're going to be? They're going to be nice and cushy. They're going to be watching you on the news, scramble, struggle, cry, you know, whine. They're going to be watching you on the news like, oh my God, our plan works. You know, it's working, you know. So this is what you need to think about. You know, I'm not really sure. You know, I see a lot of people and they refuse to believe that the government would do anything wrong. It's almost like a Stockholm syndrome where people just fall in love with their abuser. Like they just cannot go against their abuser, you know. But it's time to wake up, guys. You got to shake up out of that sleepy haze, out of that hypnotic trance, because they trained you to be that way. They want you to believe that there's some good, that they're saviors, that they're there to help you and serve you. But just take a look around. How are you living? How are you living? Ask yourself that question. Am I living my best life? You know, do I have all the necessities that I need? You know, ask yourself this, because what little that you have, and for those who think they have little, what little that you have is going to be gone. And for those who think they have much, that's just more to lose. That's just more to lose. And I'm just being real, because in the state of war and destruction, a bomb don't care about nobody's furs. A bomb don't care about nobody's Ferraris in the garage. A bomb don't care about nobody's jewels. You know, like that fire destruction, that stuff gonna blaze. It's gonna come ablaze no matter what. It wouldn't matter if it's a $5,000 Rolex or just a regular watch from Walmart. It does not care. It's all going to burn. So if you don't have much, you can have less than that. And if you do have much, just watch it all burn down. So guess what? Everybody will come back to being on the same level. And I know a lot of people like, well, I'm good. You know, I'm comfortable. I'm good. This, that, and the other. How are you going to work somewhere when there's nowhere to work at? When there's no buildings to work at? There's no more companies to work at. Now what you're going to do for money? It's easy to feel comfortable when everything looks good on the left-hand side. On the left-hand side, where you see the greenery, where you see the sun, where it looks rich, the soil looks rich and, you know, at peace. It's easy to be comfortable and feel strong in that environment. But just as fast as you think you secure in that green, comfortable, peace environment, with a blink in the eye, you could be on the right-hand side, guys. And that's all I have for this one. But just look at the bottom. Look at the bottom. Look at the distractions that they put out that actually worked to keep people stuck. With the cell phone, we could do a whole video just on the cell phone alone, and the apps, the funny apps, you know, the drama apps that keep people hypnotized. People are hypnotized, you know. Look at the middle picture. Oh, celebrity drama. You know, let's take a picture that, oh, who said what about who? You know, and let's just go on streaming. movies. Watch, binge. Where did that word binge come from? What is that word binge? A word to keep you lazy, a word to keep you not non-productive, a word to keep you not learning or doing anything but binging. You're watching other actors and other actors and actresses be famous and live their best life while you're binging and watching them and not creating or finding any kind of wisdom, obtaining any kind of wisdom, any kind of growth. You're stagnant, but you're watching people excel. And in fact, you're helping them excel as you watch them, live their best life. The American people, you make it so easy for them to say, well, let's change this piece into something else so we can have more control. Because they have a level of control now because everybody is under a haze. Everybody is in a hypnotic trance. And I'm not using that word everybody loosely because of course it's not everybody. Some people are awake. Some people choose to be awoke. Some people choose to be informed. Some people choose to stand in their power and recognize that they have the power to ask questions, to get answers, to believe in something that's bigger than themselves, to believe when things don't sound right, when things don't look right. Some people are absolutely in their power. And like the middle sentence says, a lot of people choose to surrender their power. And that's why they're going to change the peace picture over to the war picture right under your nose. So the ones who are surrendering their power, don't say nothing. When the time comes that you're on the right side of these worlds, don't say nothing. Because if you know, you should be doing something about it. There is no time to sit and say, I don't want to be involved. Because guess what? Once again, destruction does not care whether you want to be involved or not. Because if it come for your area, your resident, your city, your state, your house, wherever you reside, your domicile, if it comes for your domicile and destroy it, you are now involved. And now what are you going to do? And guys, this is it. It's time to start critically thinking. And I'm going to leave it there because the longer you surrender your power, the more control they have. And it's almost as if the control that they have now is not good enough. They want more. And guess what? As long as you keep surrendering your power, they're going to get it. And ain't a damn thing you're going to be able to do about it if you stay the way you are. And like I said before, we got to get over before we go under. And I'll talk to you on the next video. Ochite.